Yeah, well, my parents were separated when I was really little. Before I was even born, it was sort of a one night sort of thing. Except in the day, in the meadow, where my mother would she'd go and watch my father pass by every day. Anyways, like I always knew who he was, and I would see him pass by every day. Of course, but um, who doesn't? But I always knew him, he wasn't really around. I mean, around.
Where better might we find a more precise illusion of the dangers of premature intention than in the ancient tale of altering parental indulgence and neglect?
So I went to an expensive school. There were a lot of boys there, sons of the rich and famous. And one day we're all on the playground, and this one kid, Phaeton, yeah, he goes to me. So Phaeton, blah blah. Who's your father? What does he do? Blah blah blah. So I tell him my father's the son, and he says, tell me another. And he says, he's the son. He's Phoebus, Apollo. Oh, that's what I said. And he just basically trampled me, just basically beat the shit out of me. Like I was lying.
Neither his opinion of himself nor the regard of him or lack in his peers obviates the father's primitive role as imitating priest for the younger being. Now it could be contested that the absence of this figure for the son an almost irredeemable loss.
So I totally did not understand anything you just said. So I got home, right? And I say, yo, mom, this happened, at school. And, she goes all crazy. She gets all upset, crying and everything. And, because she still loves him or something. I don't know. It's an insult to her as well. And I'm like, well, if it's, true, how come there's no proof of it, right? And, it's unfair to us, that there's no proof. And she gets more upset, and she says, hear me, my child, in all his glory, your father looks down upon us. By his splendor, I don't know, swear that you are his truly begotten son, or something like that. That fiery orb you see in the sky orders our days and nights, and, indeed your sire is. And I'm like, Mom, you're speaking all out of order. But then, she says, believe me, my darling, blah, blah, blah.
He matured beyond the customary Eden of the mother's breast. The child seeks to individuate beyond its unfolding gate and turns to the new symbols of the parental realm, thus beginning his spiritual passage from one sphere to the next.
The hell? So she tells me to go over to the valley where my dad goes to work, work every morning. And I just ask him, to set things straight, to do right by me. So I set out, and it's hot and it's dusty, and it's way across Ethiopia. Anyways, and I hitch part of the time, and I walk the other part. And so finally, I get there. Man, but the hill is so damn steep.
But this passage is never easy.
The door. My dad's secretaries. Yeah, the hours and the days and century. But they recognize me, and so they say, go in. Yeah. And so, and there he is, all shining and, golden. And I can't even look at him because he's so bright. And you know what he says to me? He says, my son, you are welcome.
My son, you are welcome.
Speak Phaeton to your father.
Speak Phaeton to your father.
This ain't Star Wars, bro. Anyways, I cannot even tell you what this was to me, So I tell him everything, I just spill my guts, like literally almost. And he listens to me and he says, let me grant you a favor, bruh.
Let me grant you a favor.
Whatever you ask shall be yours.
Whatever you ask shall be yours.
Whatever you ask shall be yours.
Wherever you ask shall be yours.
And he swears to it.
The conventional exordio of the initiate from the Latin to realize potential is inevitably accompanied by radical realignment of his emotional relationship with the imago of parental authority.
Now, there's only one thing I could want. I mean, right? Oh, shit. Cause, give me the keys to your car, bruh. Immediately, he started, backpedaling, saying it's his job.
It's my job.
Anyways, one else can do it.
You can't do it.
And that up in the sky there are the bull and the lion and the scorpion, like he was high or something.
There's a scorpion.
To get me, and I say, give me the keys to your car. I want to drive it myself across the sky. It's my turn. You promised. I want to light the world today.
The father or his substitute must be assured before he transfers the symbols of adult vocation that the son no longer is operating from infinite complexes. Complexes that might dangerously redirect his new task through the unconscious promptings of self-aggrandizement, personal preference, or even resentment.
Where have you been all my life, Father? It's my turn. Hand it over. I want to drive. Hands over the reins. Yeah! But he won't stop giving me advice. Don't fly too high.
Don't fly too high.
Not nor too low. Stay in the right tracks. Go slantwise.
Go slantwise.
Such a buzzkill. Going on and on, but I didn't listen. I didn't listen at all.
Myths are the earliest forms of science.
It was over before it began. It was chaos, okay? It was all this guy's fault, so don't come talking to me about this. Settle down, Pops. You're getting old, brah. Out of control as if no one was driving. At least I got this awesome book out of it. My knees were weak. I was blind from all the light, because my glasses weren't on always. I see the earth on fire. Well, I set it on fire, and then I saw it burn down. Yeah, it was pretty awesome, gnarly. And I fell, and it just destroyed me, totally just tore me up, bro. I got shredded. I was just completely and utterly destroyed. O-V-E-R. You know how to speak? You gotta get it here.
It has been said, the myth is a public dream. Dreams are private myths. Unfortunately, we give our mythic side sanctic attention these days. As a result, a great deal escapes us and no longer understood. Our own actions, so it remains important and salutary to speak out only of the rational and easily understood, but also of the enigmatic things, the irrational and the ambiguous, to speak both privately and publicly.
bros before hoes, man. So, yeah, I'd like to apologize for sticking my middle finger into the camera. Just wanted to tell you that was how I'm at jail, which is supposed to be fun.